What's up, buddy? How's it going? I got a question for you. Are you a Disney Plus subscriber? Do you go to the Disney parks? Do you bring your family to the Disney movies? Because I'll say this, at a certain point in time, I think the answer, for anyone with a family at least, was yes. Kids loved Disney movies and Disney entertainment, and now that Disney moved into streaming and whatever else, even us guys without families were signing up to watch the new Star Wars shows, the Marvel stuff. But in recent months, maybe over the past year, it seems like there's a lot of cracks showing in the Disney facade. Is this seemingly untouchable media juggernaut as incredible as they claim to be? And yesterday came the earnings date, Q1 earnings for the Disney apparatus, revealing to the shareholders how they're doing, and it's not good. And I'll follow up on that by saying not only was this report not good, but the plans that Disney has to fix their financial situation are kind of very scary, very troubling, and make me wonder if Disney could be up a creek without a paddle. We're going to find out. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit that button, and let's get the full story here from the New York Times, the beautiful New York Times. Searching for streaming profit, Disney will cut $5.5 billion in costs. So, as we saw recently, Disney shareholders are freaking out. I don't even remember the name of the last guy. He's gone. He showed up for a year. He couldn't get it done. They said, bring back Bob Iger. Don't let this man retire. We need him. And Bob Iger is back to try and right the ship. Now, it's hard to figure out what Disney's exact financial situation is, because let's be clear, every company in America is not having a great financial time. We're looking at a recession worldwide. There's a greater recession even in countries that aren't America, but here in America, we're getting there. Prices on goods are going up. People are shopping less. People are buying less things, and that starts to cut into the profit of an entertainment monster like Disney. So this is the first earnings report since Bob Iger showed up, and to be fair, it exceeded Wall Street expectations. However, 7,000 jobs are expected to be cut. Now, that shouldn't be shocking to any of you who follow the stock market. It seems like pretty much every earnings report we've seen this season has come along with the announcement that we're going to cut jobs. A lot of these companies, these big companies, Amazon, Google, whatever else, when the pandemic was going on, they hired a lot of guys to handle all the influx of internet traffic and internet shopping, whatever else. Now that that's over and people are going back to brick and mortar stores and paying less, they just don't need as many employees. So I wouldn't make a lot out of firing 7,000 people, especially out of Disney, which is a huge company. But there are some other things about this report that have me worried, have me going, does Disney know what they have to offer? Do they know why people love this brand? Because it kind of sounds like they're going to destroy their own brand. Well, let's go through this real quick. His first earnings report since coming out of retirement, Mr. Iger has a new operating structure for the company, which will dramatically cut costs. As part of the restructuring, we're going to eliminate about 7,000 jobs. That's 4% of its global total. Again, not shocking, and I don't think any of those jobs were essential. I wouldn't make a big deal out of that. I mean, it sucks if you lose your job, but let's be clear. Everybody was hiring. Now we're going to wind it back. It's not fun for anybody. Iger says we must return creativity to the center of our company. That's a bad quote. We're going to find out why. Increase accountability, improve results, and ensure the quality of our content and experiences. All right. Content production and distribution will be housed in a single division, which was, I guess, previously two divisions. Except for sports, ESPN will continue to be a standalone. Some were saying that maybe they were going to try to spin off or sell ESPN, but Iger's saying we're not selling ESPN. ESPN is still a value for Disney. They're trying to figure out the best way to monetize it, but they don't want to get rid of ESPN, and I don't blame her. Now, here was the thing that made some shareholders upset. Quarterly profit and revenue did exceed Wall Street's expectations. However, and for those of you who don't follow the stock market, it's a speculative thing, buying a stock. When you buy a stock, you're hoping to God that this company is going to take over the world. And a big factor in that, or a big sector, is the streaming market. Okay? Let's be clear. Right now we have, a million different streaming services. And they're constantly changing. I think I just saw Paramount is merging with, I don't know, Peacock. And you got Hulu. And you got Disney Plus. they're not all going to survive. So right now, one of the only things that investors are paying attention to is how is the streaming division doing, because that's where they see, all their money being made as Disney continues into the future. They want Disney to be a major player in the streaming space. So when Disney comes out and says that we actually lost subscribers, I believe they said they've lost 5% of their subscribers. We'll see if that's in here later on. It's not good. This is not a time to be losing subscribers. Though, again, you have to say it's a slowing economy. Are a lot of people, cutting themselves off from streaming services? Let's be clear. If I wasn't a guy who reports on this stuff and talks about the latest movies and TV shows, I'd probably cancel half these services. I don't watch Netflix anymore, and I definitely am not. What am I watching on Disney Plus? They don't have anything right now. So, it's a slowing time. Investors are not happy. But despite a weakening economy, again, the domestic theme parks, $2.1 billion in operating profit, an increase of 36% from a year earlier. So Disney's still making money, but they're not making as much money as maybe investors would like. I don't know if the investors are being impatient. I mean, Bob Iger just showed back up, but clearly he's telling them we're going to restructure. We're going to figure everything out. Now, I wanted to find here. Let me find in here. Here's the big problem that I find. All right, here we go. And here's the numbers, and let's dig into the numbers real quick. Disney has repeatedly said Disney Plus will be profitable by October 2024. So they have that projection. Right now it's losing money, but they say as they streamline costs, as they get new subscribers, eventually it will be a profitable part of their enterprise. Disney had 234.7 million subscriptions across Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus in the quarter, down from 235.7 million. Now, is losing 1 million subscribers? It's not good, but I don't know. I'm not shocked by this, again, with the slowing economy and whatever else. A lot of guys right now are reporting it's the end for Disney. It's the end. Oh, everything's on fire. I mean, I'm more in a wait and see. Now, if these losses keep getting bigger, if more people keep running for the hills, yes, it's a problem. But again, I also can't think of anything that's shown up on Disney Plus in the last 3 months that would keep people around. They kind of have a problem that they're not putting out enough content on the platform to keep people going. Well, here's their plan to deal with that. And this is kind of the heart of the problem I wanted to talk about. What was that quote we got from Mr. Iger at the very beginning? He said to us, we must return creativity to the center of the company. Oh, creativity. Okay, so like new ideas and crazy new shows and things we haven't seen before. Disney has said there are new Toy Story, Zootopia, and Frozen sequels in the pipeline. Okay, well, that's all right. That's guys, that's not good. Now, if you remember Disney of old, they would put out like a big hit movie like Lion King, Aladdin, whatever else. And it would have been an easy cash grab for them to immediately follow it up with Aladdin 2, Lion King 2. I know they did make Aladdin 2 and Lion King 2, but those were always direct-to-video sequels. They didn't really count. They weren't huge theatrical releases because I think Disney knew, listen, this is a timeless classic, Lion King. We don't want to cheapen it by making, endless big marquee sequels. It's kind of a franchise that stands alone. Now, obviously, they've gotten a little more lax with Toy Story. We just got a Toy Story 4. We got a Frozen 2. But I think both of those movies kind of ended with the idea they're like, okay, and we're going to stop milking it here. I mean, I saw Toy Story 4. I thought it was terrible. But it basically ends with Woody and Bo Peep going their separate ways. They're not even with Buzz Lightyear anymore. And it was basically saying, this is it. That's the end. It's the end of Toy Story. And we knew it was the end of Toy Story because the next Toy Story movie, what was it? It was that terrible Lightyear movie. And that's where I think Disney is looking at Lightyear and they're not happy. Now, Lightyear was not a successful movie. Obviously. What the hell were they thinking? If you wanted to make a Buzz Lightyear movie, why didn't you just make a fun, comical Buzz Lightyear movie and get Tim Allen to do the voice? You could have made him a space ranger and all that, but instead they tried to make this serious sci-fi movie that nobody really wanted. Now they're saying, you know what? And this reeks to me of desperation, is saying, what are our popular franchises? Toy Story, Zootopia, and Frozen. Okay, go make a sequel. I'm surprised they didn't announce Pixar doing another friggin' Cars movie or something at this point, because it just seems like this is the easy cash grab. Now, can I be upset about it? I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I'm not happy from a standpoint of, my God, are we just going to get endless sequels? I hate living in this world where everything has to be a sequel, everything has to be a franchise, and new movies, again, Turning Red, which was actually pretty good, you know, kind of gets pushed off to the side. And did Turning Red even get a theatrical release? I don't remember. But the fact that their solution to their money problems is to go the easy, cheap, route of just iterating on movies that people already like rather than trying anything new tells me, oh God, they must really be in dire straits. He didn't come out and say, well, we've got a lot of new movies and a lot of new TV shows that we're excited about. He said, we're going to make a friggin' Toy Story 5. That's not good. That honestly, hearing that Disney is going to make a Toy Story 5, which I don't think anybody involved in Toy Story wants to make. Tim Allen probably does. Tim Allen's probably happy for the paycheck. But I imagine all the people at Pixar who have worked on that and written the scripts and really thought Toy Story 4 was the end, I don't think they want to make a Toy Story 5. This feels like a studio mandate saying, listen, you guys fucked up Lightyear. All right, we need to keep putting out these animated movies that do very well. We saw Puss in Boots is like the #1 movie in America right now. These make big money, and they're saying it's just easy money to just make another Toy Story. It doesn't matter. Who cares about, consistency and plot and where the characters end up and character arcs? Just have the toys run around and have fun. I don't know why they don't do, a spin-off about one of the other toys. We have that Barbie movie coming out. I wonder if they could have done a Barbie and Ken movie. Probably not, because it would have fought with the new Ryan Reynolds, whatever the hell thing. But this reeks to me of Disney desperation. And I think there is a little bit of Disney desperation going on. I think they come up with these grand plans. We keep talking about the Star Wars Hotel, which is a huge flop. That Lightyear movie was a huge flop. The Marvel stuff, all of Marvel Phase 4 was terrible. I'm told Ant-Man might get it back on track. We'll see. But this report is not the end of the world. A lot of guys are going to tell you this is the end of the world. If you actually look at the numbers, okay. It's not, super exciting, but it's not like they're bleeding money. However, when I hear we're just going to cash in on some easy sequels, that makes me worried. Because that tells me this company does not have confidence. And it also tells me, again, you destroy your brand when you do that. People can tell, It's like with Transformers. When the first Transformers movie came out, everyone was like, oh, this is great, this is fun. But by the time we got to the 8th movie, we were like, oh my God, I'm so sick of Transformers. Who watches this trash? You can't dilute a brand that much. The magic gets sucked out of it. And Disney's all about magic, and I'm worried that this cash grab sequel plan is going to destroy that magic. I don't know if their brand is going to survive this, but we'll see. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you want more Frozen? Do you want more Toy Story? Or does this feel like a cheap cash grab? It feels, to me, shameless. Why not say, hey, we hired, a bunch of great creators. We got this director. We're going to, try something new and exciting. Here's a new Pixar movie that you have a whole new idea that you've never seen before. No, you're just going to get the same trash over and over forever. That's all you get. Well, let me know what you think. Don't forget, hit that button down there. Join the Veto Nation. And we got more cool videos coming soon.